Okay, before I start this analysis and review again, I'm going to repeat myself from previous videos. I'm going to speak the truth and keep my integrity. I believe I should be able to say what needs to be said in these videos for you guys, because if I start to pander my opinion and how I feel about Boruto, it's not only going to be stupid for me on my part for the future videos, but it's also not being honest. I have the mentality that friends and people's opinions you value should be truthful, because that only shows that you actually care. I do care about Boruto and want it to be a great anime in the future, so as always, here is my opinion and analysis for Boruto episode 78. Cue the intro. The episode starts off with Shikadai being logical and basically trying to make the plot make sense by sending Inojin and Chocho to tell their fathers everything is fine. Realistically, all Naruto would have to do is send a clone with Sage Chakra to destroy the enemy causing the problem, right? I mean, the balls on someone trying to start a group against the Leaf Village when Naruto is the Hokage, they must be goddamn huge. All Naruto would have to do is show up in full Kurama mode and bitch slap everybody in that whole place, and you know, it'll be settled. Boruto was kinda annoying to me in this episode. I just felt like he's a parrot and repeats the same thing over and over and over again, just thinking over emotionally and not like a true ninja. Shikadai is out here trying to make a plan and be rational, right? Whilst Boruto keeps spouting that Mitsuki is innocent. We all get it, he is innocent, everyone believes that too. This is why I like Sarada and Shikadai more. Boruto isn't even in my top 6 favorite characters in the anime. My favorite characters from the new generation of children are Kawaki, Mitsuki, Sarada, Shikadai, Shinki, and Himawari. One thing that I do want to point out, however, that is going right in the anime is that they really do display the strong, genuine friendship between the new generation of kids. Sarada saying goodbye to Chocho, for example, and all of them getting along whilst teasing each other, making their bond believable and great to see. Another thing that you guys may have forgot is regarding clay detonation being a kinjutsu. The kinjutsu of clay molding and explosives is from the land of earth, which was passed down through generations. It allows the user to manipulate chakra into materials. It is likely that the mouths of the user's palms and the chest are the result of using this technique, but we just don't have that 100% confirmed yet in the data books. This jutsu was likely banned because certain techniques that are known to cause massive collateral damage, such as the total destruction of a village, and that can end with the death of everyone. I mean, just take a look at Deidara's C0 variation of this technique, it's ridiculous. In this episode, we also saw Hiruzen again in HD against Orochimaru, and it was a nice touch. I liked it. They actually showed us Konohamaru addressing his feelings with Mirai, his first cousin, regarding Mitsuki, because it's a family matter that should actually be talked about. It seemed very genuine and it made sense to me where the things are going in this arc. Now we know that Konohamaru cares about Mitsuki and follows Naruto's ideology regarding the situation, and he doesn't think he is a bad guy. I also love Mirai's design, by the way. I think she is great and I hope she plays a bigger role in the future of the series. I've really taken a liking towards her. We are also introduced to Akuta and learn that these are beings that have took Mitsuki away from Konoha. The meaning of the name Akuta in Japan can also mean trash, garbage, dirt, or refuse. This kind of makes sense because we found out they are actually dying and their lifespans are weak. These are human experiments of people being sacrificed, I'm assuming, to become something more powerful. So this name especially becomes more prevalent and has more meaning to it when they are treated as such, when the new character straight up kills them if they are weak or can't keep up. They are not a complete experiment that are fulfilling Lord Q's objectives. Hopefully I'm pronouncing everything right, by the way. And this is why they have convinced and taken Mitsuki from Konoha, because he is a perfect being. Mitsuki is what you call a masterpiece in human creation with organic technology. Orochimaru has been researching his entire life on achieving his dream. Lord Ku probably wants to steal Mitsuki's genes or check how he has been created in order to make his own overpowered soldiers with the Akuta. So not only increasing their lifespan, but their sage energy, jutsus, and maybe everything else. Lord Ku also sounded a lot like Orochimaru. I mean, Orochimaru sounds like he smoked a little too much of that goo shit, remember that goo stuff? But it did seem to be something I noticed. Lord Ku is also dressed in similar clothes to Ononoki, so this may be an eternal problem within the village, someone with power, money, or political gain from doing what he is. He must be someone of importance, his name literally has Lord in it. This lord probably doesn't even know that if he tries to open up Mitsuki or find out the truth about how Orochimaru created Mitsuki, it will only mean that they die, because Orochimaru has admitted he has implanted a seal within Mitsuki that will explode everything and destroy it all. Maybe this is why Orochimaru doesn't even care that Mitsuki is doing what he is, and he actually helped, because he said Mitsuki is in phase 2 of his development, and he knows that it will all work out in the end and help Mitsuki in the end to grow as a human being and enter phase 3. Thus sticking to Orochimaru's original plan of making him follow the path of the moon and be by Boruto's side at Konoha. Orochimaru has probably planned out Mitsuki's life, and it's all going according to plan. This is the furthest Mitsuki has gotten with attaining the concept of true free will that he thinks he has. Orochimaru is observing for his own best interests. Now let me talk about a problem residing in these episodes regarding Jounin ninja. As always, fodder side ninjas can only use kunai and they are super slow to dodge anything. Too bad they don't have that sweet plot armor no jutsu. These Jounin can't even lay a scratch on any of these new characters we are introduced to. I mean, take a look at this. These 3 Jounin level ninja, they can't even defeat a Akuta without even putting up a challenge. They just straight up lose and probably die. And I get it, you need to show the enemy is powerful and they are an actual threat, but I actually think it's lazy because they don't want to animate any actual jutsu or choreography occurring during these minuscule battles that we are watching. It also costs money. Boruto has also made Konohamaru become very weak. When he almost died against a white Zetsu, and he even admits it that he could have died, I'm sure you guys are noticing these things as well. It's a talking point in the anime. Jounins are extras and you have a ton of child prodigies that make them look more irrelevant than they should be. The Jounin of this generation are weak. I believe the present Genin are stronger than them. Even assuming they were Chunin right and not Jounin in this episode, 7 Konoha ninja shouldn't be defeated that easily, not to mention the 2 Jounin who got trapped in genjutsu without putting up a fight at all. Normally, this sort of stuff doesn't bother me, but this is ridiculous. The writers of Boruto the anime are really taking the piss at this point, and it's a meme and trend in Boruto now that we just make fun out of it as a community. We just take the piss out of it and it's a meme. The only defense I can think of this, and for this, with my logic and knowledge of this whole anime, is that in earlier Boruto, Naruto was training Jounin to see if they can seal him at full power, and there was like 6 of them trying to do so. These Jounin couldn't even accomplish that or hold it for 5 seconds. Naruto made them all tired and tells them to keep going, keep getting stronger, and he's being a great Hokage that he is. So obviously, since these Jounin grew up in peace times, they are very significantly weaker than what we are used to seeing. Originally, a ninja only 16 years ago had to go through a lot of S or A rank missions. For example, Mirai states in her Shinden novel that being a ninja in the peaceful era is questionable and it lacks purpose. The role of a shinobi is becoming less prominent in society. A lot of jobs and missions became C or D ranked. This then explains why most Chunin and Jounin are so weak compared to what we are used to seeing in Boruto. But then again, it can also be argued that it's piss poor writing from the production company of Boruto that is messing up the power scaling and the ranking system of a ninja. Either way, this only just shows us how much of a prodigy Boruto's generation of children are, as it has already been told to us many times if you think about it. Mitsuki is a Chunin level already with Jounin powers due to his Sage mode. Then again, he can even be considered Jounin because he faced Shino in the exams and made him humbled. Sarada is Chunin level 2 because of her Sharingan and intelligence. Look how she beat the Chunin enemy in the Mist arc. Kakashi has already claimed Boruto is really a Chunin, and he has a S rank Jounin level Vanishing Rasengan and a Pure Eye, so I'd even say that he can beat these Jounin fodder shit trash Jounin if he really tried that his max. Shinki is another Chunin level ninja that sees all Genin as fodder, and Boruto had to cheat to even stand a chance against him. So you guys get the point. The generation we are watching right now, they are years beyond their actual development. Now don't get me wrong, I also know you can argue that in Naruto, for example, in the 4th Shinobi World War, there was a vast amount of shinobi that were fodder and weak, and yeah, that is a great point to make. They did seem like fodder compared to Madara Uchiha and other legendary ninjas shown to us. And also Naruto's generation was obviously stronger than most Jounin, but that's because we saw the training and exposition which was given throughout the whole story of how they are progressing. At the same time, they are not 12-year-olds, they are 16 to 17, almost adults, and they are Jounin themselves, right? Boruto and his gang are 12-year-olds that are already stronger than Jounin whilst being genin. You guys notice the difference, right? And that's why some viewers that watch Boruto have this problem at the back of their head, and it's very apparent in this episode. Look at today's episode for example. The new character defeated 6 Jounin ninja on his own like they are fodder and they mean nothing, they are complete trash, they're irrelevant, he beats them without a scratch, right? So in storytelling and writing, this means you're telling the viewers to believe that the enemy is overpowered compared to the average Jounin, and according to the ranking system already established in the anime, that a genin would straight up die against this person, right? So that means if Boruto and the gang are able to defeat this new character or make him struggle, you better make it believable to us, or you're essentially saying that they are stronger than 6 ninjas that lost and are beyond the, and that these genin are beyond the average Jounin level already. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? I hope you do. I'm not trying to be a douche here, I'm just trying to make a point, and I know you guys get it. At the end of the day, since they have plot armor no jutsu, and this is Boruto, right? And you know, if Boruto, Sarada and Shikadai face those same 6 trash Jounin that lost, right? You best believe I'm always gonna put my money on Boruto and the gang, baby. You know for sure I'm gonna bet on Boruto to win that fight, because these 6 Jounin are complete trash. But this problem that I'm talking about right now isn't even relevant in the manga. That's why I enjoyed the Boruto manga so much more, and I feel like, you know, they're really taking these factors into account. Everything makes sense to me. Anyway, that's just my point coming across. I don't know what else to say about that. That's just everything I wanted to say about this episode today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash that like button, follow us on Instagram or Twitter, and let me know your opinion in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time.